Starting off NFL's Week 7 on Thursday Night Football, Big Red here had himself a night throwing 2 touchdowns for the other team, and it was also about time that Amazon had a tolerable football game to watch as they continued to gatekeep Thursday Night Football on their shitty streaming platform. I mean, you weren't missing much though, as none of these teams even scored above 12 points. I mean, hell, the Cardinals defense scored more points last night than any of these teams did throughout a whole game. By the way, if you didn't know, you can stream Thursday Night Football for free on Twitch. Last week, the announcers promised for a higher scoring primetime game, and everyone's prayers were most definitely answered. Just a few minutes into the game, Big Boy Red aired it out to Shaheed for a huge 45-yard touchdown. Colts, Broncos, Commanders, and Bears take notes, because Dalton just scored as many touchdowns as half of you, and more than half of you, in 3 minutes as you guys did in 60. It looked like the Saints were going to start pulling away early as they were in the red zone up 7-3, but sadly with just over 2 minutes left of the first quarter, Dalton threw an end zone interception. This is a bad pass from Dalton as 2 Cardinal defenders had an easy play on the ball. And there's more of this to come as Dalton really racked up his interception stats throughout this game. Ayo Red, check out your wide open man's right there. Bro, he's wide open. Bro, throw him the ball. Starting the second quarter, the Saints offense continued to be hot as Kevin White had a monster catch and run, getting the ball within the 10. This set up an easy Kevin White touchdown, giving the Saints a 14-6 lead. Then with about 2.5 minutes left of the second quarter during the Cardinals' final timeout, Murray was heated. Hey, you got me fucked up. And then Lil Murray just started going at it with the coaches, just pissed off. And then elite wide receiver Hopkins gave him a big hug, like, hey man, calm down, we're good, we're good, we're good. Then after the baby got his bottle and finally calmed down, the Cardinals scored a touchdown on 1st and goal. They then went for 2 to tie the game up at 14 and failed, but a flag gave them a second chance. Then on their second attempt, Benjamin barely got into the end zone, tying the game up at 14. The Saints got the ball back and Callaway dropped a pass, resulting in a pick 6 for Arizona. Callaway's coming off the field like, oh shit. Arizona then did miss the extra point, giving them a 20-14 lead. This is just a really bad drop by Callaway. It goes right through his hands and hits him right in the face, and it's an easy interception for Arizona. It was probably a long plane ride home for him. So after the pick 6, the Saints got the ball back, and now there's just under a minute left of the second quarter. Maybe they can set up a quick field goal, cutting Arizona's lead to just 3. Or at worst, the game just goes into halftime 14-20. Right? Dalton drops back to throw and throws another interception, resulting in back-to-back pick 6s. This is just the worst possible thing that could happen to the Saints and Andy Dalton. The Cardinals then went for 2 and extended their lead to 28-14 before half. With just over 2 minutes left, you throw a pick 6, and then you get the ball back and throw another pick 6 just before half. I mean, you can't make it up. This is just the worst. On this play, Dalton may have been feeling the pressure, but he just underthrew his man. The pick 6 pretty much sealed the win for Arizona, as at the end of the third quarter, they scored another touchdown, giving them a 35-17 lead. The Saints did respond with a touchdown, cutting the lead to 11, but that wasn't enough, because the Cardinals came right back and scored another touchdown, making the game 42-24. With just under 6 minutes left of the fourth quarter, a fight broke out between Traquan Smith and Antonio Hamilton. This happened after Hamilton flipped Smith on his head, and a bunch of pushing and shoving ensued, but nothing really came of it. Smith knocked Hamilton onto the ground on his way out of bounds, and as Hamilton got up, he flipped Smith over. Sure, Smith shouldn't have walked over him, but it was most definitely intentional, as you can see Hamilton's arm grab his legs. With just over 3 minutes left, the Saints scored another touchdown, continuing to chip away at the lead. Then with under a minute left, kicked a field goal, cutting the lead to 8. But sadly, it was too late for the Saints as they failed the onside kick and lost 34-42. Without the 2 pick 6s and the Andy Dalton end zone interception, the Saints would have had an amazing chance at winning this game. Tough loss. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe.